Hey, hey, everyone. Welcome to a very special episode of Beyond the Edge of Exile, live from an undisclosed location in Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
Yeah, well, I guess it is disclosed that it's in Montreal now that we said that part.
That part's disclosed. Well, like, they have no idea that we're in the Sheraton.
In Laval,
Right.
specifically.
Yeah, they have
Yeah,
no idea that
that's
we're
true.
in room
That's true.
304 in case they want to send pizza here or something like that and pay for it.
Yeah, yeah.
They have no idea. Yeah.
No idea whatsoever that
No.
that's where
Yeah.
we are.
Yeah. So
Hopefully
we're
they can
good.
hear us well so that they actually heard all that. If not,
Right. Yes, please, everybody. Now that we are here, just if anybody can let us know in the chat, I've got my phone here.
yeah.
It's a little bit different setup than usual this week. Just to let us know if you can hear us, that'd be great.
In case you didn't realize, me and Jason are in the same space here.
That's right. No headphones tonight.
Nope.
No weird echo.
No, it's nice. It's
Ooh,
nice that way.
I think we might be a little too loud. Let me turn that down a bit.
Okay.
I was just seeing the red light up and the clipping.
Oh, Damien likes your mustache, he said.
No, obviously.
Oh, my
I don't
mustache.
have a
I'm
mustache.
sorry. No one else likes it, Damien. That's why I was surprised that you did. So thank you. Yeah, I got one vote for it so far. That's great.
Yeah. I like it because it reminds me of the villain from a pirate movie. You look like, or like, you remember the old Robin Hood movies where there's always the evil sheriff of Nottingham who's
Like
like,
the Errol Flynn movies and all that.
yeah,
Yeah.
with the like,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yep.
I like it. It's like just embracing his dark side, his villain side.
That's what it is. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go get I can't even think of the name of the sword right now, but my sword for it. Fencing sword, whatever those are called.
For Brian, who's chatting in the chat there, yes, we finally have proof that we are not the same person
Yep.
because we are here side by side. I mean, it's so hard to distinguish between the two of us. Clearly, I have the same beautiful tan that Jeff does. I do not look like a pale white Casper, the friendly ghost, sitting beside him. Um,
Yeah,
a
it's all
very heavy
pokeroo.
set Casper, the friendly ghost.
Casper, the friendly game store owner ghost, or whatever you want to call it, right? The
Yeah,
game store, yeah.
yeah.
Like Janice said, yeah, it's not a pokeroo situation here.
A couple things are going to be a little different than normal tonight because Jeff's here and we don't have two laptops and all that. We won't be doing the giveaway because we have no way of actually spinning the wheel.
Yep.
But I tell you what we're going to do. I'm throwing Jeff under the bus. Next week, we'll do two giveaways to make up for it so that we don't ruin our average.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I do agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do two giveaways next week to make
And
up
one
for
of the
it.
giveaways next week, you'll only be eligible to win if you comment tonight. That way it still counts, right? Because we can make a list of the people at the end of
For
tonight's
sure.
episode.
Yeah.
And only the people who comment tonight will be able to win that bonus draw
Yep.
next week. That way we're literally doing it just a week
Yep.
later.
Yep.
So
I think that's a great idea.
yeah,
Yes, for
we'll
sure.
keep our average up.
For sure.
You have to get a pen and write it down now because the whole chat will be up on YouTube. We can just
Yeah, we can check that after.
write it down later. No need to record the names live.
Yeah.
That's Janice in the background in case you didn't know. She is here looking ravishing, hanging out on the other bed. There she is.
Hi, guys.
All three owners of Edge of Exile in the same room at the same time.
Yeah. This is
Feels
unheard of.
Yep.
Doesn't happen often.
Nope. I think it's happened once before, actually.
Yeah.
I think this is only the second time it's ever happened. So
Yeah, the first time would have been the very first stream when we were doing the very, very, very first live
it
stream.
would have been. Yes, you're right. That would have been. What did we say? It was 18 weeks ago or so.
18
Yeah. Oh, this is
yeah.
episode 18.
Yeah.
So,
18 weeks ago.
yeah.
Yep.
So we're very happy to share some really
Yeah.
cool updates from this weekend. It
Yeah.
was a wonderful event. First thing I'm going to say is I'm going to thank Universal Distribution for hosting such a wonderful industry event. It was a great time. All the staff at Universal are very professional. That ran a great
Wow.
event. They're great with customer service. We had a great time. We met some new friends from some other gaming
Yes, we
companies,
did.
which was
Yes,
really
we did.
nice.
Yep.
I want to. Oh, do we have that expansion here? Can I show it off and brag about it? We got we personally, Janice and I got given a gift. Yes, hey, I own half of everything you own. You always brag about owning half the store. We got something that's not out on the market yet. This is the Cascadia expansion that's going to be releasing in a few weeks. Janice was chatting up the guy who was really nice. We actually just had dinner with him at the
Yeah.
keg.
Yeah.
Really, I'm blanking on his first name. Todd.
Todd.
From
Very nice.
AEG Games.
Yeah.
Really great guy. He hooked us up with the expansion for Cascadia that's not even out for a few weeks. So
Yeah.
we're excited to go back and play that maybe this Friday night on board game night at the store. Well, who else did we meet that was really cool? The staff from My Hero Academia, that card game were really friendly. They gave us a bunch of like pre-release packs and stuff like that.
Special release or something. It was.
Yeah,
I don't know. Had
yeah.
something writing on it. Yeah.
Yeah, we got some loot from My Hero Academia. Everybody that we're mentioning, we also gave them Genesis starter decks and
Yes,
whatnot. It was a really nice vibe at the place. All of the game companies coming together, being friendly. We got a very cool gift of Janice specifically got this twin flippin' tray from Ultimate Guard. Yeah, we could go on and on. There was lots of staff from a lot of cool companies. They were all giving away cool stuff, being really cool to each other.
Yeah.
It was a really fun event to be a part of. So that was great.
Yeah, Dragon Shield, it was some stuff.
Dragon
Yeah.
Shield was yeah,
They
the
gave us
people
some
from
stuff and
which
everything.
their parent company is actually called Arcane Tinman. Those staff there, they were really great.
Pokemon. Pokemon
Pokemon,
gave us some
Pokemon
stuff
people were
too. Yep.
nice. They gave us a
Yep.
few prize packs, and
Yep.
they were nice. We actually today, we actually both days. I got to once again give Universal Distribution a shout out. They set featured our table right in the middle of the hall both days.
Yeah.
We had like prime
Yeah. Yeah. It was prime location.
location. It was great.
Yeah, it was great.
Today we were featured right in the table right across from Pokemon in the same hall or the
Yeah.
same walkway.
Yeah.
And it was awesome because naturally when the doors first slam open and all the people come rushing in to see all the cool new stuff, a lot of people beelined it right for Pokemon. And then when they turned around,
Yep.
ta-da! Edge of Exile was there with Canada's tactical collectible card game.
With our bright, colorful jerseys,
Bright colorful
bright,
jerseys, yeah.
colorful signage behind us, and our bright, colorful cards.
Yeah.
Really drew everyone in.
And oh, I tend to get really excited. So I'm going to let Jeff give his impressions on how the weekend went first
Sure.
because Jeff's a little more level-headed than I am, I think. I'm still a kid at heart and I get overexcited about things. Jeff, what do you want to say first about how the weekend went?
Well, you've already done the thank yous, but I do want to, also say that I thank everyone too, like Jason did, because definitely this was a phenomenal event put on by a phenomenal company. Universal's incredible the way that they handled everything here. Their staff were just unbelievable. Everyone we talked to at Universal was great. All the,
One
oh,
more
sorry.
special shout
Yes,
out. One more special shout out. We just had dinner at the Keg, and Cosmo from Paizo, which is the
yes,
company that makes Pathfinder games, really friendly guy. Had some great
amazing.
stories. Him and Todd from AEG, they both had great stories about
Oh
stuff in the
yeah,
industry. We had a lovely dinner,
yes.
hanging out with both of them. Wonderful people, and we know that we're going to see Cosmo from Paizo at the what are we going to next? The next
The
big
Gamma Show.
the Gamma
Yeah,
Gamma convention we're going to in
in
March
March, March.
to show all the Americans down there how great Genesis is. So he was like, "Oh, I'll see you there." So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
we made
great.
some really nice friends, and I feel very fortunate to be in the gaming industry because the people who make games are, ironically or not ironically, a lot of fun to hang around with,
Yeah,
just like you would think,
yeah,
right?
just
So
just like your local play group would be, it seems. It's great. I'm really happy.
yeah,
For the weekend as a whole, I was just really impressed with um, how interactive it was and how much fun we had. Like people were genuinely excited and interested in playing games and trying games. And you
hmm
don't get that at all conventions. You get people that might like one thing or like something else, but everyone that came by wanted to know how this game played, what was going on with it, and they were genuinely enthralled and excited about it. And I really liked that. I thought the interactivity was beyond anything I've ever experienced at conventions I've been to in the past. I really enjoyed that experience for sure.
And I put up a post on my private Facebook page last night, but for any of you who aren't already friends with me on Facebook, I'll give you a really cool anecdote of what the weekend was like. Yesterday, the first day of the 2 day event was mainly about letting people experience the games, play them, demo them. And our table, it was scheduled to go from 5 to 10 o'clock at night. And our table was busy from right when the doors opened at 5. And around quarter after 10, I looked around the room and I noticed every other game company was actually gone because they were supposed to be gone by 10. The tablecloths were taken off the tables, and we were the only table in this giant convention hall that was still running. We had demos still going. And around 10:25,
Yeah, it
10:30ish,
was 10:30. Yeah, yeah, it was
around
10:30.
10:30, the kind people from Universal had to come up and ask us to kindly stop in the middle of the demo because they're like, we need you to leave so we can set up the room for tomorrow.
I couldn't, but they were overly kind. They're like, "Would you mind, if we asked you, like,
Yeah,
yeah, you got to close up. It's okay to ask us that. You don't have to be
yeah.
that polite. We were taking a bit of overtime, and then the next day, today, people came to the table that were like, I couldn't get in to see you because you guys were so busy yesterday. Can
Right.
you give me a brief description of this?"
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
was great because we had two mats set up that we could show them how the game is played without playing an actual demo with them.
Yeah, there was a significant amount of people who just never they said they were keeping an eye on our booth all day yesterday and they just never saw an open table to
Yeah,
come in and play, which it was felt amazing obviously
yeah,
that we had so many people. Generally speaking, there was always at least one person usually waiting to sit down to play
hmm,
as the tables were full.
yep, yep. There
So
was.
unless you're willing to wait, you just didn't get a chance to demo with us, which was overwhelming in a positive way.
Oh, very great way. Yeah.
Like we were thrilled and honored that so many people were interested in the game and couldn't wait to sit down and play it. One of the other things that got said to us several times today was people came up and they're like, "Hey, I placed a pre-order last night for Invasion."
Yep.
So even my customer rep that I order games from at Universal, he came up. He's like, "Oh, I had to place an order for one of my other customers last night who told me to order some Invasion for him."
Yep.
So that feels amazing that for a lot of the people that were there, this was their first time being exposed to Genesis, seeing it in person. And everybody just reacted extremely positive, couldn't wait to play the game, loved what they had to hear. And we like, because it's a long drive to Montreal, Jeff and I and Janice had talked a lot about the talking points we wanted to feature and focus on as if you only had 30 seconds or a minute to try and get someone interested, what would
Yep.
we talk about? So we felt pretty prepared going into it, and it just worked amazing.
Yeah. No, it was great. Uh, because of some of these pre-orders now we know, check with your LGS. They may have already made a pre-order, and if they haven't, get them to because everything's on Universal right now. Booster boxes, the
Mhm.
starter decks, they're on there for pre-order. That closes up this week, next week. When do the
No, 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 no. They can place pre-orders right up until the day.
Oh, okay.
See, Jeff
I
doesn't
don't know
own
how this works.
Jeff
I haven't
doesn't
done
own a
this
game
part of it.
store. He doesn't understand how it works.
No,
Um,
but get in there and do your pre-order thing
Pre-orders are
because
open
yeah.
the whole way.
Okay,
Universal only has until the end of the week to lock in how many they're
I
going to
understand
order.
now. Okay.
And then once they've locked in their order at the end of this week with us, and they have a set amount that they're going to get on release day, then it's a matter of if they didn't order enough,
Yep,
stores might miss out on release day.
I follow.
But technically, people could pre-order right up till release day. Some just might not get it if
Yep.
somehow Universal underestimated the demand. But I'm pretty sure that Universal's probably going to order a lot just based on the fact that people were pre-ordering last night, the
Yep.
first night they saw it.
Yeah, I would think so.
And we were everybody that was staffed for Universal, whether they liked it or not, was well aware of the demand because again, we were the last game
Yeah.
in the whole building still going at like 10:30 when they kicked us out.
Yeah.
So it was a really overwhelming response. And for all of our friends out there who watch our live streams every week, who are Genesis fans already, I just want to let you know it was a really great feel good moment. And it just shows once again how bright the future is for the game that we all know and love because the response was overwhelming.
Yeah, it was crazy. Well, like you said yesterday, there wasn't a free moment at that table
Yeah.
at our demo table. We had two demo
We were running
matches running
two
at the same
demos
time. Yep,
simultaneously.
yep, at
And
all
still
times.
there was always at least one person waiting to take the first empty seat that came up.
Yeah, and quite often, because there's three of us, quite often the third one of us was engaging another person yet who wasn't waiting for the demo because they didn't have time to wait for the demo and was asking questions about the games that were being played in the demo.
Yep. So for
Yeah,
most of the evening on Saturday, Jeff and Janice each took a table and were teaching store owners how to play.
yep,
And then I was kind of just answering questions and answering rules questions, explaining things for people
yep.
who were watching. So it was great. All three of us kind of picked a task and stuck with it, and it went really well. Hey, JC, welcome to the chat tonight.
Yep.
Um,
Damien's offered his services to help us demo things.
yeah, we appreciate that. Very kind of you to
Yep,
offer.
yep.
We will definitely be bringing more Genesis people down when we go to Gamma because we wouldn't be able to keep up.
Oh, that's a
It was
multi-day
insane.
event.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's a
and they're
multi.
long
Yeah,
days, those ones, is my understanding. More of your traditional long convention. So
yeah.
that needs more people for sure.
And then today was not a day for playing the games as much as everybody had big banners and whatnot, including us. We had banners and tablecloths and whatnot. You'll see a little video clip during the end credits
Yep,
at the end of this of some of what it looked like there. But it was more talking to people and just giving them like the minute long rundown, giving them some product. And we were quite busy with that too. Like we had a lot of
yeah.
people who missed out on playing yesterday wanted to come up, as we mentioned earlier, and get the rundown on it.
The beautiful thing is though, because we could direct them if they did miss the demos the day before. We have what did we figure out? It's about 15 minutes, three
Yep,
5 minute segments roughly. To teach you how to play on our website. So we did direct them all there, which
yep.
of course you guys should know that already in the chat. And if you don't, yeah, you go to the website and we've got those great learn to plays there that really break it down for people very easily and get them started in it. So everyone's going to be hitting up that website, I think, watching those YouTube videos and learning how to play quite quickly with these starter decks for sure.
So I'm very happy to just share with all of you that I would say on in summary for the whole weekend, it was just a really big, resounding success.
Yes,
And the customer reps that we spoke to at Universal were pretty excited themselves. And that felt great, knowing that the
did.
people who are going to be making the phone calls to game stores to talk about hot new products coming out, they were really excited about the game. And like we even heard some staff talking to each other about what deck did you get? Oh, I got this deck. Oh, we got to play it at the office and stuff.
Yes, yes, that was
So
incredible. There were moments where walking around the convention floor, we heard other people talking about the game not near our game, which was really cool.
yeah,
That was awesome.
yeah, there was definitely a bit of buzz about Genesis in the room, and that was pretty exciting.
I got one of these to show off.
Oh, you got
It
one of
just
those to
got
show?
handed to me by our lovely partner over there.
Yep,
So I can open this up and show you guys what's inside it.
sure.
Have they seen this before? Has anyone seen this? This is the
Have
first
we
time seeing
not
this
done? Have
box.
we not showed this on a live stream yet? Oh, that's right.
So let me close that back up. This is the box that the Genesis Battle of Champions starter decks comes in.
Yeah, because stores can order them from the wholesale in a package of 10, two of each of the five decks.
And I'm going to pull some out here so that me and Jason can show you live on camera
What do
what
I
they look
got?
like.
I've got Up in the Air. And now I've got, I believe it's Down to Earth. Is that what that
Down
says?
to Earth.
That's Down to Earth. Yes. Then, what is it? Way with Water?
Way with water.
Yeah. See, I have them memorized. Shock the System.
It's one of those things where when you have to say it, you can't think of it quick enough. Yep.
And then Playing with Fire.
Yeah.
So all the decks, they're physically here, folks. These things exist.
Oh
People
yes.
were playing with them this weekend. How many stores do we do demos for? At least 20, 25 on Saturday.
I think
Probably
25 on
25 on
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yep.
So that's 25 stores that are going to be taking these decks back to their players this week to let them check it out and play with it. And then today, I couldn't even guess how many we gave out.
I would at least double that, but
Yeah,
probably more.
so at least 50 stores, probably more. I would say maybe 60 or
Well,
70.
this was attended by, did they say how many stores? It was close to 200 stores, I think, attended,
Yeah,
right? Yeah. So I think we're well over the 100 mark of stores that have our demo decks out there right now.
probably. Yeah,
Yeah, that would be my guess.
that's a safer number. Yeah.
Yeah.
So lots of the stores around Canada are going to be having these. That they're going to let people check them out.
And all the way around Canada, because we talk to people here in Montreal, we talk to people from
Lethbridge,
Toronto,
Alberta.
Lethbridge, Alberta, Edmonton, Calgary.
Yeah.
I don't think there was anyone from Vancouver that I spoke to personally. I don't know if you guys did, but pretty much we're coast to coast coverage of these stores because North Bay,
Thunder
Thunder
Bay,
Bay,
yeah,
yep.
yeah.
Northern Quebec. I don't remember the city name that gentleman was from, but he was
It's
from
a
Northern
yeah,
Quebec.
obviously because it's in Montreal, right?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stores in Quebec that have some demo decks to show
Yep.
their customers.
Yeah. Yeah. That's going to be great. Oh yeah. The game is well represented in Quebec at this point for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. One of them has three game stores, I believe, across Quebec, and
Hey,
he was
Jeff,
really
why don't
excited
you
about
pick
it.
one of these five and open it up so we can show
Oh, I'm
people the
opening up in
cards?
the air. Up in
Up
the
in
air,
the
I think
air.
has some of the nicest. It's one of the most vibrant sets. That's why I really like this one. When people ask me, I don't have a favorite champion. I don't have a favorite play style. I just love how vibrant this one box is. If I could get it open, why won't it open for me now? They opened fine yesterday.
I'm going to open up Mano's Way with Water deck so we can show people that one as well on camera.
Oh, really? I thought you were gonna go for
Shock the System is
yeah.
my favorite,
Thought you were gonna do
but
Alta there.
Mano specifically looks really cool. So,
So let me put down this other box here now so I can open this properly on camera instead of off camera.
sorry, we only have one camera today.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're traveling and in a hotel.
Yeah.
So, but since we have them and since we're live, might as well show you some stuff.
So here is what Sutir looks like in the new framing. You've seen these before as spoilers, but not as physical cards. And that's how, there we are.
So here's something I can tell you now that I know, which I didn't know until we physically got the cards in our hands, is these cards feel amazing.
Oh, do they
The
ever?
the quality on these cards, like
Yeah.
they're noticeably nicer feeling than
Yeah.
older cards
They
were.
got that soft touch aqueous feel or whatever
Yeah.
it's called, something along those lines. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
look,
Beautiful.
it's Mano.
Look at Air Pillar. So Air Pillar was released a few sets ago, right? And it just, I don't know, to me, it really pops in this printing. Something about it just really jumps out at you. The coloring on it, the vibrancy, something about it just really pops out.
And when I fan these out, you might
Oh my
notice
God.
there's a couple cards at the back that are white border because my
Yes.
goodness, the new tokens look gorgeous.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Oh,
all of us were very impressed when we got these delivered.
you remember this card? How much people like that card? And
Show
that's how
that one
that
off.
card looks. There's your
Bolt
bolt
shot
shot.
zoomed in, so you get all that exciting electrical
Oh yeah. Look at that action there.
gorgeousness. Look
That's
at that, eh?
awesome. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, no, these are great. And of course, the starter decks come with, I think we've mentioned it before, but we haven't shown them yet. It comes with a short instruction on how to get started playing, as well as a shortcut key to some of the keywords and iconography. So it really does help you get started playing the game.
Got a question here from Mr. Alex21 about the wording of the pillars and starter decks. Let me find the pillar from this
Oh,
deck
I've got
here.
one right here.
You got one?
Yep. Uh, place air pillar on an unoccupied spot in the arena. Continuous. Everything else on or adjacent to air pillar without air weakness gains air weakness. And then it describes that air weakness, all air damage dealt to this permanent is increased by one.
Yeah. Which the word branding's on there? Or you can say that.
Gains.
Oh,
Gains.
gains. Okay.
Yeah. So it doesn't have, it gains it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we went through the rules team for that to make sure that we got the wording on it exactly right
Right,
to
but
what
does
fits
it
into
not?
the rules.
It says brand on it though, right? Doesn't it?
Water brand. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Water brand,
that's
air
what.
brand.
Yeah,
Yes, I'm
yeah.
sorry. I thought you were talking about the descriptive wording
Jeff
of it.
didn't understand what I was asking.
Yeah, yeah.
They're worded as it's a permanent branding.
Yes,
If
yeah.
your cards are near a pillar, even if they walk away, they're
Yep,
permanently branded with that weakness for the rest
yep,
of the game.
yep.
Which I'm assuming was the context of the question Alex
I'm
21
guessing
was
yes.
asking. So
Yes, because a lot of people were asking those sorts of questions.
yeah,
Another nice thing with these, Jason, is that we put a little descriptor on the back. So when people do walk into their LGS, if they want to know what they're getting, aside from just looking at the beautiful artwork on the front, gives them a little idea of what each affiliation is all about.
yeah,
So this way they can make an educated guess or an educated decision about what they like and what they want to play going
yeah. They can
forward.
tell what the basic
Yeah,
theme of the deck is.
yeah,
So it's going to help
yeah. It's really
for
good.
new players to make a
Yep.
quick decision on what they want to try first. Easily done.
Yes, yes, for sure. Yep, there we go. Janice answered your question, Mr. Alex. They leave the arena. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a round reset thing, or it
Yeah,
would
it's till
say
the
on
end
it.
of the
Yeah,
game or leaves the arena kind of idea. So
yeah. Our new terminology. It's not end of round. It's for the round. So it would have said for the round if it was only for the round, but it's not. It's for the entire and for the entire game. That's what
yeah,
branding does. Yeah,
that's right.
yeah. Um, we showed them those two. I guess we really don't need to look at the other ones. They're all about the same, right? The other boxes, unless you want to open up another box. Jeez, the pillar.
No,
Hmm.
JC has a difference of opinion with us, I think, because that's not what we agreed to.
Oh, how did we leave it with? I got to double check with the rules team how the wording was in the rule book because the pillars are big contention and it was worded out in the rules book of how it works and we worded it to match what the rule book says. So I'll follow up with the rules team
Okay,
after this and see where we landed on that one. Yeah, yeah, I'll follow up with them on that to confirm that we're in the right space for that. Either way, the wording does work for it because the rules team went through the wording to make sure it did line up.
hmm,
So I'll verify that because we did get this question once on an earlier stream and we did answer it there. So I just got to double check how that was worded, but it's worded to work on the rules book with the wording that's on the card. The card is worded correctly for the way the rules book does it. Yeah.
sure. So it's been a crazy weekend. We've been on our
Yes.
feet for two uh 2 days straight, basically.
Yeah.
But we wanted to check in. We wanted to keep our streak alive
Yep.
of making sure that we're here every week to let people know. And just in general, the whole event went really well,
Yes, it did.
and people were really excited. Lots of stores placed pre-orders, and I'm thrilled,
Yeah. Yeah.
just thrilled.
This was really good. This was a great weekend. Well, I guess week two, it's Monday. So we're out of the weekend now, but
Yeah,
this
it's
was
weird because
great.
it feels like a weekend still
Yeah.
because like all day today we were talking about
Yeah.
games and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was a long, fun event. Made a lot of great connections, met a lot of
Yeah.
people, met a lot of great game store owners. Had a lot of good discussions too with game store
Yes.
owners
Yes.
about the things that matter to them.
Yeah.
We talked a lot about our philosophies as owners of the game, as to again, just bring this away.
Okay.
Talked to them about things that we've talked about on these live streams a lot about how important it is to us as a game company that we support the stores that support us. So it was a really good time, and I'm very excited. If today was any indication, then I think the future's extremely bright, and I think Invasion's going to just start off with a big bang when it
I think so.
releases.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So,
think it is. Yeah,
so we
I'm
wanted to
really
share all the
excited.
good news and let everybody know. Um, but honestly, I'm pretty burned out.
Yeah, no, I thought tonight would be a shorter stream as the day wound on because it was tiring. It was standing up for 8-hour days, so I think we're good for now.
Yeah,
Unless there's any pressing question, I think we should probably call it a bit earlier, let people get to their own the rest
yeah.
of the
Also, we're
evening.
starting so much later tonight than
Yeah, that's
usual
what I'm
too.
saying, right? So let them
It's
get to
what
the rest of the
is
it's
this
10.
10 we're hitting?
Yep, we're
Yeah, it
hitting up
is.
on
We're
10.
hitting 10
So
o'clock.
I think
So
we'll let people have the rest of their evening to themselves and we'll touch base with them next Monday again.
yeah, next Monday we'll be back at the normal time, doing the
Yeah.
normal things, having lots of normal fun. In the meantime, Janice is on the corner, and then Jeff and I are here. We're getting ready to crash for the night. So
Yep.
all of you take care, stay safe out there,
Yep.
and we'll see you next week beyond the edge of exile. Now hold on a second, because I'm doing this differently than normal. I gotta find the right button.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I found the button. You
You
ready?
found the button. Ready?
Yeah, yeah, we're
Three,
gonna go.
two, one.